ones I'm quite excited about. I'm always excited about these because I just like trying new things. But these ones specifically are apparently called Squashies. I picked these up because I got a recommendation to try them from a friend. They are apparently a UK, as you can see here, a UK based candy. And they're basically like, I would assume they're similar to maybe like Bubs. They look like they have a similar texture, like soft, chewy, gummy candies. And so I picked up a 5-pack of different, like a variety pack of different flavors. And we're going to try them as we always do, rate them as we always do, and hopefully you guys can fall asleep, or maybe this is just a good way to relax, forget your stress, forget your anxiety, forget the world for a little while, and just come here and hang out. So, Squashies drumstick candies come in these 5 different flavors that I was able to find. And that is strawberry and cream. I'm sure that's going to be delicious. The original raspberry and milk, which just sounds like strawberries and cream, but you know. Rhubarb and custard. Oh, that was loud. Sour cherry and apple. And apparently these ones are sour. And bubblegum. So, we're going to try each one of these. I have a feeling they're all going to be pretty good, but you never know. And then we'll rate them and decide which ones I like the most. So, without further ado, let's get right into this, shall we? The question is, and you guys know where I'm going. If you've watched this channel before, you know, which one do I try first? It's always a decision that I have to make, and I hate making these kinds of decisions. But I think maybe the original milk flavor, the raspberry milk, I think this should be the one that we try first. So let me put all the flavors to the side here. Grab out my trusty pair of purple scissors and do this. Okay. Let's smell first. Interesting. I will say I don't actually think they smell that good. Here are the candies up close. Yeah, they have a weird after smell. Like at first they smell good, and then I don't know. They are in smells like marshmallow soft. Yeah, I don't know. It's not that the smell is bad, it's just a little weird. Whoa. That's weird. I'm sorry, I should have said that I was about to chew, but I was very intrigued by the texture. Is like softer than I thought. These are definitely not like Bubs. They're really soft. They're more like marshmallow, but with like a slightly hard coating around the top, or I should say around the outside. How is the flavor, though? Some of you might be asking. It's honestly really good. Tastes like raspberry. I'm very curious to know, are these artificially flavored or not? It does not look like they are. But I did cut off the flavoring, which is a bit of a bummer. But I don't believe they are artificially flavored. It says flavorings, and then it gives a list, but I can't see the list. I can look at another one and see what they say. Honestly, really yummy. The soft, chewy texture is honestly kind of addictive. I kind of love that. I think I'm going to try the strawberries and cream next because they are so similar that I want to see how they do the flavor difference between this and this. But let's look at the ingredients real quick. Let me see. Gelatin. So these do have gelatin in them. No, these do not say they have artificial flavors. There also is something that says imported and distributed in Australia, which is weird because then it also says the UK. I don't know. I could be totally wrong. But UK and Australia fans, do you guys both have these? Do you like them? I'm very curious. Oh no. I got one. Oops. Whoa. These are strong. The other ones, I was a little underwhelmed by the smell, but these are very strong. And they smell good. They look practically identical to the other ones. Actually, I think they literally are identical. But they smell way better, personally. Let's try it. Interesting. Do they taste better? also sounds somewhat similar to these two. But I think let's switch it up and do Bubblegum next. I think that's the one we need to try. Bubblegum is a staple flavor, I feel like, in a lot of candy. Like, a lot of people have a bubblegum flavored something or other. And though I like bubblegum, I would say it's not usually my favorite flavored thing when it comes to candy. So, we're gonna try, see if I can get 2 of these out. Oh, that's a lot more than 2. We have 3. Maybe I'll eat the 3rd one, maybe I won't. So, here we have these, and these are blue and red instead of the white and red, like the other 2 have been. That smells exactly like bubblegum. Did you guys ever, when you go to the dentist, what flavor toothpaste did you used to ask for when you were a kid? I always went with bubblegum as a kid. That's what it reminds me of now. Interesting. Hold on. Now see, I'm not gonna eat the last one, honestly. Mostly because I didn't enjoy it very much. I'm going to be completely honest. It's sour, and that does tend to be a thing that always happens with candy flavored, like candy that's bubblegum flavored other than bubblegum, which is just that it tastes kind of sour or something, like it has citric acid or something, which bubblegum doesn't really taste like that, and so you get the bubblegum flavor, but you also get this like sour flavor, and it's almost like the bubblegum went bad or something. Not a huge fan. That's exactly what these taste like. They're not bad, I just would not choose those ever. When I'm looking at which squashy to get. These bags are so crinkly, I'm sorry if it's a little loud. Okay, I'm gonna get the rhubarb custard flavor next, and we'll do the sour ones last. Here is the bag, a little closer. I like the coloring, and these are pink and yellow instead of pink and white. Though that might be hard to see on the camera. I don't know. We'll have to see. It's way too many, but it's fine. So they all have pink. That's a common consistency here. Seems like they all have pink and one other color. Ooh, this is my favorite smell. Rhubarb and custard might have it here. It's really yummy. I'm gonna have to try another one just to make sure. Now, weirdly enough, the texture is less soft. These ones, I'm guessing that's just a quality control thing. I doubt it has anything to do with the flavor. These are like harder. They're not as soft and chewy. They are chewy, but they're not as soft. One more. I really like those. They have a slight aftertaste that I'm not sure I love, but they're really still quite delicious. I do like custard is like very delicious. I don't know if I'm going to give them the highest score. I'll have to think about it for a minute. And then we get the sour squashies. That is an absolute amazing trigger word, or series of trigger words. Sour squashy, 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 sour squashy. That's very nice. I really like that. Sour squashy, sour squashy, squashy. That's very nice. But this is the last one. Our journey is almost come to an end with the squashies. And I'm a little sad. But at the same time, it's been a good run already. We've had a lot of fun, right? And these are green and red, so they're just, that's what you're getting. You're always getting red, but you might get some other color. The smell. Now, green apple tends to be one of my favorite candy flavors on a regular basis, but sour cherry might not be something I'm that into, so let's try it. Interesting. There is a plane going by my house right now. It is very loud. Very loud. I'm sure you can hear it. And it is taking its sweet time. They are not going super fast. But it's taking a long time. Alright. It's like I like the initial flavor. And then the aftertaste. Just isn't doing it for me in the same way. It's sour. And I don't know why, but there's something about this sour, soft candy that I'm just not, I don't know, it's weird. I just don't know if I like it. Because like my brain is telling me that I'm eating a sweet marshmallow. That's what these feel like. But then my tongue is telling me that I'm eating something like a sour, like a Sour Patch Kid or something. And it's like, I don't know why, just the mix does not do it as much for me. The green apple flavor is okay, but it does have a slight bitter taste to it as well, which I'm not a huge fan of. Are they bad? No, I don't think. I actually really do. I think these are a nice mix-up from all of these, which all have a somewhat similar taste. Let's... And now I have a loud car going by. But let's rate these. What do you guys say? In last place, we have Bubblegum. I did not enjoy Bubblegum. I just kind of thought it was whatever. And yeah, it had a sour, almost bittery or something aftertaste that I was not a huge fan of. But it's still Bubblegum. I still liked it enough that I would eat those. They're not going to go to waste. After Bubblegum would be the originals. The strawberry or the raspberry milk. It's not that I really disliked them. The smell just kind of threw me off. I don't know, maybe mine just smell weird. It's not impossible. But I didn't love them. Next is gonna have to be sour cherry and apple. Again, they're a fun mix-up from all these, but I don't know, the bitter apple flavor and the slight sour with something that my brain is telling me should just be sweet. It was just a little too much. I just didn't love it. But they're still yummy. I still like these. In second place, we're gonna have to put rhubarb and custard. And I just really like the custard flavor. I didn't love the rhubarb flavor as much. But it was still okay. But the best one to me was the strawberry and cream. It was perfect. It was really yummy. There was no weird aftertaste. This is just a solid, yummy candy in every way. I think that all of these are good. Again, there is something to be said about the aftertaste that they all have. They all have, except for this one, I would say, they all have a slightly weird aftertaste. I don't know. Maybe it's just the bags I got. I don't know if that's just... I mean, these are imported. I hope they're not, like, bad or anything. But at the same time, I think they're all pretty yummy. I would absolutely planning on snacking and eating all of these. I don't have any issue. I mean, I will not be eating them by myself. I give them away. I give a lot of the candy that I try on this channel to a bunch of people. I have a lot of friends and people come over and I'll give them stuff. Be like, hey, you gotta try these. And some people will be like, I really love this, and I'll let them take bags home. So I really don't eat all of this. I mostly just do it for the taste test, and then I'll snack on some of them afterwards. But regardless, these are pretty yummy. I don't know if they're Australian or from the UK. They say from the UK, but they're shipped from Australia. I don't know why. You guys will have to let me know in the comments below. But leave a like if you're still awake, and a comment if you enjoyed this. I think these are definitely something that I would like snack on. These are pretty yummy. I like marshmallows, obviously. I'll definitely be doing another Peeps taste testing when we get a little bit closer to Easter. But these are almost like a warm-up. That's what they feel like. They feel like I'm warming myself up to doing that. So, yeah, I guess